Hey Aries, welcome to your shadow season, baby. Where all the icky ick, mucky muck probably is gonna come up. Your ruling planet Mars has moved into Cancer, the sign of I feel. So where you're just used to keeping on trucking and just moving forward and just like breezing and bebopping through things, you're gonna be feeling some deep feelings. And we have a new moon solar eclipse in your shadow in Libra, and then we have the full moon in your sign. So there is lots of stuff coming up that needs to be released. And I just saw 44 on the clock because this is about your like establishing a new stability, a new foundation is being laid, baby. And get ready. Of course, this shit doesn't want to work. What's up, Aries? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2024, baby. Be sure to go check out that Libra season astrology video. It's going to give you all the important astrological dates and transits that, dates of transits that you need to be aware of. And, but I already put you on game. Mars is in Cancer now. And I feel like there's a lot about your childhood coming up to be resolved. This could come up by way of dreams, by way of flashbacks, by way of just random memories coming up. There could be like a closeness towards your mother, or like finally your mother revealing some stuff to you, family revealing stuff to you, drawing closer to your roots, wanting to understand more about your roots. But I also feel like all this stuff is coming up because Cancer is the end of the matter, and there's some big emotional endings that can really transpire here, and it needs to. Period. It just needs to. I feel like there's going from like the child to the teenager, from the teenager to the adult, whichever stage you identify with, there is just an emotional maturity that will be acquired in your shadow season. And when I say shadow season, I say it because as an Aries, for Aries sun, your opposite is Libra. And so Aries is me, Libra is we. And that's the thing, Aries, you do great on your own. You're great in the beginning, you're great on your own. It's when things get real, it's when things get deep, it's when something progresses on. That's when the me becomes a we. That's when there can be like things can get icky. And I would really advise us all to like be willing to face our shit, to face our attachment issues, to face our childhood traumas and woundings that have caused the attachment issues. Even me talking about it, it's like it's coming up, and there's just been, I feel like, a blockage of your voice, a blockage of the voice of your inner child, a blockage of the voice of your inner teenager. And there's no need to mince words, there's no need to bite your tongue anymore. I do feel like you're going to be needing to mother and nurture yourself in a way that you haven't in a long time. And so this season, it's important to prioritize your self-care and your self-love, but really like your self-nurturance. What kind of nurturance do you and your inner child need? Does the baby need discipline? Does the baby need structure? Does the baby need cuddles? Does the baby need, a new workout? Does the baby need, what is it, that new hobbies, new activities? It's just time to figure it out. So let's clear out that funky ass energy, creating a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2024. I feel like you're going to have to get used to like dealing with another, or like including and considering others. Like, um, there's lots of healing around partnerships that are coming up for you. 4 even on the clock. 4s are stability, 4s are structure. So relax, breathe, hydrate, light it if you need it. So let's go in. Welcoming the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2024. I also want to say, like, your relationship to your aesthetic may be changing. You may start to really care more about your looks, care more about your hair, care more about your wardrobe, care more about like your physical appearance, your physical body. The emotions that could be you could be encountering you may notice like there are insecurities that need to be addressed, that need to be unpacked, that need to be uprooted out of you. So, all right. Please continue for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Libra season 2024. All right, first card out on the Selenite throne. First thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is about your work ethic and your relationship to pace. Because that's the thing. Mars falls in Cancer. Mars is not like being in cardinal water. It's like you trying to run in the ocean. There's all this resistance. Look at me talking about Mars, and there he is right there. There you are, right there. It's like you're trying to move towards your particular brand of greatness, or you have a clear idea about what your empire is. But baby, slow and steady wins the race. The divine's not going to fuck you and just give you everything and you're not ready to receive it. There's something about tending to the hard work, tending to the details, being methodical, being logical, being practical, and understanding that you're being slowed down and forced to feel your feelings so that you can transmute the darkness, the heaviness that you've been evading into the vehicle that it was always meant to be. Your anxiety, your sadness, your depression, your darkness, whatever it is that you guys are feeling or encountering, whatever Mars in Cancer brings up, that raw, uncut, unfiltered version of you, that version of you that some parent told you was inappropriate, that version of you that you'd rather other people not see, you've got to spend time with them because they have very specific information for you. They have data, they have resources, they have aha moments, they have ideas, and all of it is for your betterment. You spend time with that version of you, and all of a sudden you're going to start to progress. You are still the dark horse in the race. You're still in the race. We all want to be first. We all want to be the primary. We all want to be number one. But I do feel like there's something about slowing down and diving deeper into understanding your subconscious minds. Why do you do what you do when you know what you know? Like who planted these specific seeds in you? Why do you do what you do? Like there's just something about slowing down enough to peel back the layers. And I'm sorry, but you are being slowed down. And there could be someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements coming in. There could be someone that is coming towards you, but they are, moving at a snail's pace. Just things are just not moving at the pace that you would like them. You want it hard, fast, and you want it now. And I just feel like for so long you have been so comfortable wearing this fucking helmet, babe, versus wearing the emperor's crown. And I feel like this is a season where you're going to be grateful for the helmet. You're going to be grateful that you have the helmet, because what you're encountering is going to really help you address and heal what's going on with your mental health, and how to have better mental health, how to be more consistent, how to be in flow more. It's like you're already lighthearted and positive, but there's some stuff beneath the surface. You know, you have Pisces in your right behind you, Pisces in your subconscious mind. Pisces is the fucking spirit world. Pisces is the whole zodiacal wheel in one. And so you having Pisces right behind you in your subconscious mind, there's a lot that's underneath the surface. And because normally you show up as the Knight of Wands or the King of Wands, you're used to going at a very fast pace. But going at that, you don't want to go, like, the divine's not going to play you and have you going full force in the wrong direction. And so you're being slowed down, you're being rerouted. You know, that full moon, I'll do a separate video on it, that full moon in your sign, full moons are a period of release. And I feel like there's a lot that's coming up to the surface that needs to be released. And you just got to slow down so you can see it, you know? So don't mind the pace. Please continue for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2024. Hey, but we moving on up. Hey, there may also be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements that's taking their time, but is putting in the work. There is love, there's connection, there's real shit coming in. And I just feel like you want to take your time. You want to get to know who these people are. You want to get to know who you are as a partner, who you are as a boss, who you are. Some of you are leveling the fuck up in your career. Some of you are moving from, you know, novice to expert. Some of you are, this is like someone putting in the work. I feel like someone is very consistent. Someone is putting in the work to be consistent with you. And you guys are going to like finally learn to trust someone's consistency. There may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements that grows in importance to you. There could be, I also feel like, promotion coming in. This is definitely more money, more stability, more independence, more financial independence, more financial, like getting closer to financial freedom. It's interesting that there's so much earth coming up, because I do feel like in Libra season, I just saw 1101, there's new wishes and there's all this divine reset that's coming in. And you need to make sure that you are rooted and grounded in reality. There's 1111. So make a wish. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, we thank you for all that you've done and all you're going to do. We thank you for the connections that are coming into our lives. We thank you for the connections that we have in our lives. We thank you for the ability to invest ourselves more, the ability to heal, the ability to grow, the ability to be optimistic and excited about what's coming in, you know. Thank you for giving us what we need, and some, you know, and whenever you're ready, you can sprinkle a little razzle dazzle on there and give us what we want in the name of the Most High. All right, please continue for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2024. I just feel like some of you are getting fucking established. Like life is stabilizing. You are stabilizing yourself. You're grounding more consistently. If you aren't grounding, you need to start grounding. You grounding yourself is going to put you in a position where you just start to get like more established in life, more stable. I feel like you've been putting in hard work and you reap a reward in Libra season. I just feel like the fruit of your labor is coming in. And I feel like all the work that you've been putting in, it's just paying off. So don't give up. All that yellow, there's all this like solar plexus chakra. There's like this willpower that's been activated in you. Don't be afraid of the slowdown. You still have access to you. You still have access to your ability to like persevere and to push forward and to expand and to grow. You just got to feel them feelings, babe. And you got to tap into your magic. You have Pisces in your subconscious mind. So y'all be psychic. We be psychic as fuck. You know, we be knowing. And Aries are some of the most slept on intuitives of the zodiac. You are cardinal fire. Fire is the element of spirit. And so you're meant to be led by your spirit. Because you're a spirit having a human experience. And your spirit needs to be in the driver's seat. All right, I'm going to stop talking. Aries, Sun, moon, and rising. And I just feel like there's so much confidence coming in. Like you just finally starting, you know, I got this. Regardless of what happens, we gonna be all right. The Two of Cups reversed comes out. I knew when I saw this on the bottom of the deck, I almost took it out and put it on the and put it out, but I didn't want to like dictate the center of the reading. And I think the Two of Cups comes out reversed because there's still a lot of emotional outpouring that's happening. Like some of you are like, yeah, things have gotten established, but maybe your personal life has waned in some sort of way, or you've let your personal relationships fall off. And there's all this emotional outpouring coming out about love, about connection, about friendship, about intimacy. And I like that the Two of Cups, you know, reversed. It's like there's expansion from below. It's like what you have repressed is starting to expand. Whenever like there's this connection and depth in your healing when you let yourself go beneath the surface and see what is beneath the surface, not hiding anymore. You know, the Two of Cups also lets me feel like there's just this emotional outpouring that you're having with someone. They may have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. I feel like there's a discovering of how people truly feel. But more importantly, you're discovering how you truly feel. And it's putting you in this position to have this like heartfelt exchange. Some of you are really nervous about intimacy and heartfelt exchanges, but I just feel like Mars in Cancer is going to really just show you why you're afraid of some of the ooey gooey love stuff, you know? I feel like there's a lot of deep healing coming into your ability to have relationships. The Magician came out, and another card flipped over, but I didn't see what that was. So final card, let me just get them all out. Final card, final message for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The Nine of fucking Cups, baby, with Temperance on the bottom of the deck. So wish fulfillment coming in. I feel like there's finally something about putting behind you the last 9-10 months, the last 9-10 years. Excuse me. With the Magician coming out, that's Mercury. There may be somebody with Gemini, Virgo, maybe even Sagittarius placements playing a big role. I feel like you're discovering your magic. You're being expanded. The Two of Cups reversed. Some of you, the Two of Cups, there could be things about breakups. There could be stuff about recovering from breakups. Some of you may be in a place of recovery, but it's like you got to have that underbelly expansion before the expansion comes in your external life. Some of you are recovering from keeping yourselves blind, but with Temperance on the bottom of the deck, there's balance, there's harmony, there's restoration that's coming into your life. You just got to remove yourself from excess, all the excessive, you know, shit that you be doing. You got to like remove, you got to figure out what is of value, what is necessary, and what needs to come with you. There may be somebody with Sagittarius or Pisces placements playing a big role in this season for you. But I feel like this is expansion. This is Jupiter, and Jupiter is going to be retrograde this season. And I love me a Jupiter retrograde. I just feel like there's all this unexpected stuff that's happening. But a lot with Temperance on the bottom of the deck, there's stuff like about balance, harmony, but also recovery, like recovering from an upsetting situation. And making sure that you're not numbing, making sure you're not drinking too much or smoking too much or going to the gym too much or video games or whatever particular brand of escapism that you participate in. There is a new flow to be found. I feel like some of you have Temperance on the bottom of the deck lets me know Libra season is a season of recovery for you. Take your time. Things are going at the pace that they need to. Everything is unfolding as it's supposed to, but you got to get your feet in the emotional waters because, like I said, you are so comfortable wearing a helmet when you have an emotional journey to a crown, a spiritual journey to a crown coming to you. And These two cups here are very similar. There's just something about the cleaning out of the emotional sector, the cleaning out of how you make choices, the kinds of partners you choose, the kinds of friends that you choose. It's like what I like about the Two of Cups. It is like this quintessential romance, or this card of deep connection, deep platonic connections. Um, but it's showing how everybody was born into this life with their own cup, and your cup is like indicative of your life, and it's your responsibility to fill it. And when you, however you show up and tend to your cup, you're going to attract people who also show up on that same level, because physics, like attracts like. And so there is a merging, there is an entwining that's happening whenever you see this. There's like soul medicine at the center of this season for us. There is an entwining that I feel like is very much so God given, very much so divinely orchestrated. There is a depth that and a connection that had to happen. For some of us, it's a breakup that needed to happen, but that the medicine, the soul medicine that we got while we were in that is coming out, and it's like a what is it, a late release capsule, or a extended release capsule. Some of us have kept ourselves so buried in work that it isn't until now that the medicine starts to be released, that we really start to like heal. That's for those who have gone through a breakup. The Two of Cups reversed does feel like both parties, like if you are dating somebody, it's like both parties need to be, focused on maintaining or gaining stable ground. But I do feel like there's just something um, beautiful brewing beneath the surface. And there's information that you need. There's all this awareness that you need. Every card but the Two of Cups has yellow in it, and you'll see this over on Patreon, where we'll clarify all these cards. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, there's a tier for daily astrological, daily tarot readings. There's all kinds of astrological content. Me and the ethical cult be doing our thing, so come check it out. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. Over there, you can book a personal reading with me. But all this yellow is solar plexus chakra energy, which is your willpower. I feel like what's happening with Mars in Cancer is preparing you for Mars in Leo, because we go from I feel Cancer, the Mars in Cancer, the sign of I feel, to Mars in Leo, the sign of I will. And it's like you got to think the fullness of your thoughts so you can feel the fullness of your feelings, and then fucking go, then harness your energy into whatever particular direction that the divine is taking you, and where you're harnessing it. But with Temperance on the bottom of the deck, I feel like a lot of us we're recovering from dealing with extreme takers. This could have been your father or one of your parents, an extreme taker, someone with possibly narcissistic tendencies, and you've been kind of just sweeping things under the rug or not feeling your true feelings about it, and that's coming up to change. I feel like your cup of life is being cleaned out. There is a new flow that's being given to you, new awareness, replenishment of energy. And it's like you're learning how to have this, like, how to self-soothe, how to heal, how to like. But that's the thing, it's like I feel like we spend a lot of time doing that ourselves. Like we've been self-soothing our whole lives. um and there's something about getting out of this place of being afraid of looking at our shadow. I do feel like there's new love offers coming in. There could be multiple offers coming in. And that shit doesn't matter. You first. You tend to the details, tend to the work, tend to the things that you know that you need to get done emotionally, not just in your career. There's just like, we want this deep connection, we want this love, we want this intensity. But how can you attract that intensity if you don't have the intensity within yourself? If you don't have this deep, loving, intense connection with yourself? We teach people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves. And so there's something about, like, yes, get the work done, but also get the heart work done. Get the soul work done so that you're not terrified every time that this comes into your life. That you're not, some of you are so afraid that love's going to come in and just fuck everything up and put you in a position where you lose your magic. I feel like you finally find your voice, find your ability to be able to speak up and stand up for yourself. Like, there's so much that you've learned about yourself. For even if something ends, I feel like there's just so much that you've learned about yourself. What skills, what talents, what gifts do you need to develop? You have everything that you need to get yourself to the to the next level. I feel like you have an opportunity. Some of us have been in this position where we've put our career before our connection to the divine. We've put a person or a love relationship before our connection to the divine. And now there's just something about understanding true autonomy, true independence, the true priority. Not just putting your oxygen mask on first, but understanding that you connecting with the God of your understanding, that is the first marriage. You maintaining that relationship to the divine puts you in a position where, so like, you just get to experience your magic. And I feel like there's a lot of like writing, a lot of expressing yourself, a lot of communicating that finally puts this old emotional and spiritual cycle behind us. You get to do, in Libra season, you get to do the emotional inventory and truly put the last 9-10 months behind you, truly put the last 9-10 years behind you. You get to really figure out, like, that you're fucking self-made. You get to make your own wishes come true. All you got to do is keep that heart open. Keep your heart open. Keep your heart clean and stay in continual proclamation and connection with the God of your understanding. I feel like we need to talk to God more. We need to, and God, source, the universe, whatever word you like to give them. Because you are a fractal of the divine. It is a fractal of you. And we need to be in touch with all aspects of ourselves and familiarize ourselves with the sensation and sound of our spirit so we know which direction to go. We're already being slowed down. So, and slowed down in the sense that we're being given the gift of time to look at everything, to make sure, like, is this really what I want? Is this what I really want to go? If I keep investing in this, is this good for me? Is this connection that's coming in or developing good for me? This transformation of the heart, I'm already so excited to clarify this. That Two of Cups, it's so funny that I almost pulled it out upright and I almost took it and then it came out, because there's just something about doubting love. I feel like it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's so much fun and it's easy when it's young and it's fresh and it's like cute, but then, like, all of a sudden you find yourself in a relationship and you got to maintain that shit. And it's just like, what do I do with my hands? And so there's something about it, came out reversed because I feel like we are getting a whole new vantage point and a whole new chapter and cycle when it comes to specifically romantic love. How to be in that relationship, how to really take the armor off Look how much fucking armor. Okay, that's the first thing that needs to be clarified is all of this armor that you have on. How, like, your definition of protection. Don't you know that the divine is your source of protection? Don't you know that your spirit and your connection to the Most High, that is your protection? Not your defense mechanisms, not your coping mechanisms, not waiting 3 days to respond, not, like making sure that you don't double text or you don't. That's not protection. But I feel like in Libra season, the divine's going to show you, yo, you are armored the fuck up. Why? And you get the opportunity to shed all that armor and put a motherfucking robe on, baby. And to be like comfortable in your skin and comfortable in your head and comfortable in your life and comfortable with the direction that things are going, no matter what pace that they're going. I'm ready to clarify these cards. I love you. I promise you got this. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Yo, let's get into it. Of course, this shit isn't gonna fucking turn off. I truly hate this remote. Why do you do this to me? For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.